Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Fourth and Mile podcast. That's Nicholas Elliott. I'm JD Zaza. And NFL, it's NFL Day yet again. Nicholas, how are
Yep.
you doing today?
Doing good, man. I mean, yesterday was the last doubleheader for Monday Night Football for the rest of the season,
Hey,
which,
thankfully.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of been interesting.
It was a big day in sports. It was a big day in sports yesterday. You had
Yeah.
the two Monday night games and the ALCS game 7
Yeah.
with the Blue Jays beating the Mariners going on to the World Series to face the Dodgers.
Yeah. All in all, it was a good, I mean, it was kind of like, this may have been the worst NFL weekend, like games wise, just out of the whole season, I think.
Yeah, there was
How the
only
scores
all the all the hyped up games were not good. And the best game was the first game.
yeah. We can jump right into that. I mean, the Unk Bowl. I mean,
The Unk Bowl turned out to be a game of the year. Who would have thought? Jamar Chase had 23 targets, and Joe Flacco outdueled Aaron Rodgers
we both kind of,
in the year 2025.
I think we both may have called this game.
I thought since it's a division game, I knew it'd be close, but I thought Steelers would. I thought maybe, but I did not expect
Their
that.
defense was terrible.
I didn't expect that game. Bengals side, sure, because their defense is bad, but
Yeah.
Steelers
Yeah, they got, I mean,
also because of this, the Ravens really still have a chance to make the playoffs even with Lamar Jackson because the North's wide open now.
I think I still think, I don't even know if Lamar still hasn't even, like,
It's probably still Steelers, but it makes the North way more interesting.
yeah. The thing with this game, it was just like up and down, up and down. I mean, it was kind of like a struggle bus. Yeah. Pittsburgh got out to a quick 10-0 lead. They got DK Metcalf involved early in some deep plays, and then he really was like non-existent the rest of the game. He only had one catch for 5 yards.
Jalen Warren was the pretty much the offense when it came to
Pat Freiermuth.
Pittsburgh and Freiermuth, yeah, that final touchdown pass, yeah, that's right.
Which
for Cincinnati, it was just easy routes. Like most of the long plays for Cincinnati were slants.
You could tell the Steelers were without a lot of their secondary in that game because they were just, I mean, Flacco was just eating them alive. And Chase, that really opened up the run game as well because the run game has been lacking all year. And Chase Brown had 11 carries for 108 yards. So, I mean, when you can be complimentary in offense, that really opens things up for the Bengals.
Yeah. And the Bengals defense got stops here and there. I mean, they got more stops than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh didn't even get pass rush on Flacco because they were like, quick, bang, 1-2, bang, 1-2, bang.
TJ Watt really only had like one sack, I think, or maybe like a half a sack. But
yeah, T. Higgins had a few nice plays.
But that Steelers defense is weird because you'd think it'd be good because it has like all these. You look up and down the defense, all you have veterans.
But it's the most expensive defense in the NFL.
Yeah. When it seems like they did have everybody. I mean, Joey Porter played. I thought he may have been hurt. Darius Slay played.
Ramsey played.
Ramsey got cooked.
Ramsey played. He got torched.
Yep.
Not many bright spots on that side of the defensive ball, but on the offensive side, a lot better than I thought.
Yeah.
We don't have a number 2, but
Rodgers threw 2 interceptions on that, but one of them was like an arm punt, and the other one, I don't remember. I really only remember the one that Jordan Battle.
Yeah, same.
But then again, I mean, when you have Jamar Chase, man, it's like he's so awesome to watch.
When you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, because even when they started double teaming Jamar Chase, they were like, all right, just throw a moon ball to T. Higgins and he'll probably come down with it. And he had 2 massive plays to end the game.
I'm very worried about the Steelers now. Like they need to figure out. I mean, I'm not really worried about their offense.
I've been worried about the Steelers for a while. I think this is a 9-10 win team.
You want to hear their next 4 games?
Let's hear it.
Packers on Sunday night. But that game's at home, but that'll be a very emotional game. Colts.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting Sunday night football game.
Yeah, Colts the week after that, and that's they have it at home at least, but then they have to go out west to play the Chargers, and then they play the Bengals again. I mean, that 4-game stretch right there, that's your division right there. If you win the division, it'll be what you. If you go 2-2 out of that, you
probably win the
division. Yeah.
Yeah.
But outside of that, if you get out of that alive, you're going to be kind of fine for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but really, besides that, that was about it for the NFL week.
Yeah, but Bengals, they needed this game because their next 2 games are the Jets and the Bears, so they could.
They need to tread water until Burrow comes back, and then maybe you make a run.
They got to make the postseason if Burrow comes back. He won't be back until maybe week 16 or 17, probably. If I remember correctly.
It's going to take that long?
I think it was turf toe. It may be week 14, 15, but I don't think it's not for a while. But I mean, outside of that game, the London game was very disappointing. Like the Jaguars, choked. They had a ton of offensive opportunities in that game, and they could not find the end zone. They did once.
I'm a casual NFL fan. I don't watch the London games because I have no interest. And for this game, it was Braden Fisk. Braden Fisk killed Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And then Matthew Stafford turned back the clock to Detroit days.
Yeah.
And torched the Jaguars without Puka Nacua. It was all Devontae Adams.
Yeah, the thing with the Jaguars, the Rams defense was really what stuck out. Their pass rush was nice, but they were bend don't break. They would let the Jags had so many opportunities in the red zone, and they just could not come cash in. Travis Hunter was the only bright spot. He had his Travis Hunter's first breakout game.
Dude, it feels like the Jaguars are kind of the same team there to me.
Yeah.
Personally, they're either below mediocre or just not good. Not terrible, but not good either. They're just mediocre.
Yeah. The noon slate was really just a bunch of bad football games. Bears and Saints, that was pretty – Spencer Rattler finally turning the ball over, which isn't really good to see, but he had 3 picks maybe. Yeah, 3 picks, not good.
Yeah.
Maybe one or 2 of them were his fault. One of them I think was off the hands, but the Bears do a good job at turning you over. They might lead the league in interceptions or something because it's like their second 3 interception game.
Kevin Fowler got the game ball.
Yeah.
Caleb,
not surprised.
Well, not the best, but when your defense does that against the Saints, you're probably going to win the football game.
Yep. But the Bears are trekking along.
Chicago has won 3. Yeah, they've won 3 straight.
Yep. That blocked
field goal. Say that about the Chicago Bears. Because even in the past, it's they should win these games, but then they lose a game they shouldn't. So far, they've won the games that they should.
The Cowboys game was really the turnaround for them. Just getting confidence on offense really shot their stocks up. And then really that blocked field goal to end the Raiders game. And then really solid play these last 2 weeks. 4 in a row. They won 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And they can turn it around.
And that's something they haven't had. They don't do winning streaks. So good for Chicago.
That NFC North is just so hard to get a read on.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later, but the Packers worry me. The Lions, I think, are the best team. The Vikings are kind of
the Lions are winning games without even like their full defense.
The worst fear of the Vikings has come true, in my opinion.
Yep.
That they really need Sam Darnold.
Yeah, they'd probably be like a one-loss team.
Then Chicago's the one team that's kind of so far surpassed their expectations. Because the other two have been treading water.
Yeah. Nothing new in Kansas City, 31-0. I mean, Rashee Rice comes back, and now that defense. Like, if we're looking at Super Bowl favorites right now, I think that, like, if we were looking at who's going to win the Super Bowl, it's probably going to the Chiefs. Like, I think the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl as of right now.
They've looked like the best team ever since that Ravens team. They look like the best team.
Yep. It's like it's like refreshing because their offense is just like so smooth now because now you have Rashee Rice.
And the Raiders had less than
they're like 90 yards,
less than 100 yards of offense.
Yep,
that says it all right there.
Yeah, the Raiders are
total yards. Kansas City 434, Raiders 95.
You want to hear a fact about this game? This was the first shutout of Andy Reid's career.
He's never shut out anyone before?
I don't think so, no.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Listen to this. 30 first downs for the Chiefs, 3 for the Raiders. 9 for 15 on third down, 0 for 7 for the Raiders.
Yeah.
77 total plays for the Chiefs, 30 all game for the Raiders.
And then the Browns in the Trash Can Bowl, the Browns beat the Dolphins. I mean, Quinshon Judkins has been really good for the
He's been the bright spot for Cleveland alongside their defense. Their defense is still awesome.
He could win Rookie of the Year.
I don't think he will, but he'll be in the running.
Yeah. If you're the Dolphins are the Dolphins need to blow up their franchise.
Gabriel, not impressive, but he must have beat Miami. And for Miami, how the heck does Mike McDaniel still have a job?
How the heck does anybody in their front office have a job? Front office, coaching.
There's no way they don't. There's no way they got to blow everything up.
If you're Stephen Ross, you blow it up. You fire GM.
Everything. You go start from scratch, the entire thing.
Like, their defense is just so bad. I mean, we've been saying it in here. Their offensive line sucks. Their defense is trash. They didn't spend anything in the offseason to help. I mean, their offensive line is like has been like the worst unit in football in like the past the whole to his career. It's just bad. It's just very bad.
They don't prioritize the line of scrimmage. They want speed. In the NFL, you got to prioritize offensive line and defensive line. Look at the Super Bowl champions of the past few years. Usually a pretty good offensive line and a pretty good defensive line. That's how you win football.
Yep. Then
Miami thought, analytics and speed could win you football games. No, it's trench. Stuff in the trenches. That's wins you games.
Patriots are now 5-2. They cruised.
Drake May set the single season record for Patriots history in single game efficiency. He was over 90%.
21-23.
And then the Titans might be the worst organization. Might be the worst team in football.
So for Drake May in that game, he went out for a play or two because he hit his head pretty hard on the turf and then came back.
Really good.
Yeah.
That's good. He doesn't have a concussion. Patriots.
Patriots, like, the thing I'm worried about their defense is, I don't know. I'm still shaky about their defense, but they're if they can get another receiver for Drake May, like they're
gonna probably target AJ Brown still. That's the name I've heard for Patriots. Like, all the rumors are AJ Brown.
Well, speaking of AJ Brown, he finally had his big game of the season, which was huge for me, fantasy purposes. But the Eagles come out.
Just him.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts had his best game of the season as well.
He had his best game of his career outside of the Super Bowl games. That was the best game of his career. He had a perfect passer rating. He had a perfect passer rating. Devontae Smith is really. This has been a breakout year for Devontae.
Yeah, and then
he's always been that. Told AJ this year he's 1B.
The thing is, here the Eagles, they were not complimentary in offense at all.
The issue with the Eagles is they can't run the football, and their fans are going to believe they fixed it. They fixed it. We beat the Vikings. We're going to go on and win the Super Bowl.
If you're you're going to need if you're going to win the Super
Bowl,
you got to
run the football. You got to run the football, and that did not help me in fantasy this week.
What do you think of
Saquon Barkley?
In other news yesterday, what do you think of the Brandon Graham news coming out of retirement?
It's an interesting move. It's pass first stuff for Philly. He's probably looking at it going like, why not? They won the Super Bowl. They're going to have a pretty good chance to win the Super Bowl again. Why not see if I can add one?
If you're him, if you're the Eagles, you probably, if you're the Eagles, you probably just put him on third down.
Yeah,
just have a threat like him in third down.
But he's going to be pass rush stuff. But he's going to be pass rush stuff, and pass rush stuff is going to be huge because Milton Williams is playing really good for the Patriots, and Josh Sweat's playing really good for the Cardinals. And those were two key contributors to that Super Bowl run/victory against Kansas City.
And another key loss that's been playing really good is Mekhi Becton.
Yeah, but
that was that's on the offensive line.
Mekhi Becton seems to have completely different problems.
Yeah.
But
I think that Carson Wentz didn't play as bad.
I was expecting way more.
Yeah.
Out of both teams. Underwhelming. That's really the story of the week. It was just underwhelming. It wasn't bad. Yeah. I don't think it was bad. It was just underwhelming. There wasn't, and maybe because it's just been so crazy for the past few weeks.
Carson Wentz didn't play as bad, but they would drive down the field and then they would get a bad snap and they would take him back 20 yards and then or they would just some bad picks.
The key difference in the game is Vikings sell for 3, Eagles sell for 7s.
Yep.
They were terrible. Vikings were terrible in red zone. There was no creativity. There was no – Wentz was missing wide open reads in the red zone. It looked putrid.
And speaking of which, if a team in the NFC South is finally over 500, the Carolina Panthers. I don't even know when the last time that was, but probably a while.
The issue, though, is there are two big issues. One is not really their fault. They played the New York Jets. And the New York Jets are the only winless team, and Aaron Clett's probably going to be one and done.
Yep, good thing the Saints didn't get him.
Yep. You might have dodged the ball there.
Yeah, Justin Fields got hurt during the game, and Bryce Young got hurt as well.
Yeah, that's the bad part for Carolina. Bryce Young's going to be out for a little bit with a high ankle sprain is what the reports are coming out. It's going to be the Red Rifle is back in Carolina.
You play the Bills this week. That's not good.
And you play the Bills this week. So
the Bills are coming off performance.
Before we get into really next week, let's give props to Carolina. It's been 4 years since they've been over 500. It's been a while. And they're playing good football because they're running the football with Rico Dowdle. Yeah. And heck, that's how you beat the Bills. You run the football on them.
Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle is a nice 1-2 punch as well.
Yeah, but
Andy Dalton's going to give you a chance to win as well. Just a veteran, savvy veteran. But
Evan McMillan has been underrated. Xavier Legette had his breakout game in this game.
Yeah.
This was a breakout game for the former first-round pick out of South Carolina, and they needed him to step up. If they want this rebuild to be a little faster than their fans want, and that's huge for Carolina.
Here, the noon slate was feeble, but the afternoon slate was actually very interesting.
The afternoon slate had one of the craziest things I've ever seen, but we'll get there. Where do you want to start with 325? Do you want to start with my game? My game, since it's pretty quick.
Yeah, your game. You guys dominated.
Cowboys won. The Dallas Cowboys offense is the best in the league.
Yep.
Competent.
Yeah.
But Daniels goes down. They had no Debo. They had no Terry.
Hey, sick wins when you can get them, but it would have helped if you would have won the week before.
America saw what the Dallas Cowboys are.
Yeah.
Defense.
At least CeeDee Lamb is back.
Yeah, and George Pickens is going to make a lot of money this offseason.
Yeah.
I started every Dallas Cowboy player, and I did pretty good in that league. So
you might as if you if you have a Cowboys only team, like all your positions except for your defense, you could probably win a lot of games in fantasy. Like imagine if you had CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens.
You'd probably be over 500, which is not possible, man.
Yeah. If you guys would have won last week against the Panthers, y'all could be 4-2 right now. But
and if there was one less second, we'd be 5-2.
Yeah.
But that's
now you guys got to play the Broncos this week. That's not going to be easy.
Strength on strength, weakness on. It's going to be strength on strength and weakness on weakness.
Yeah, the Colts. I mean, their Colts offense is electric. They've scored on like every possession against the Chargers. So the Chargers defense, I mean, what happened to them?
The big issue with the Chargers is not really their defense. I mean, yeah, it's not great, but I think it'll get better.
Their red zone
their offensive
is bad.
Their offensive line is so injured, man.
Yeah, that's true. Jalen State still have all.
They have backups injured, not just starters, backups. Holt's gone. Mekhi was gone. Slater's been gone for a year. How do you run the football and stay balanced and win games without offensive line?
Yeah, their leading rusher was Justin Herbert.
And guess what? How does the Jim Harbaugh team win? By using offensive line. So it's really hard to win. It's going to be really hard to win a game when you have offensive line, especially when you're going up against Indianapolis, who's the best team in the league.
Yeah, they are very complimentary on offense. I mean, they have Jonathan Taylor is playing at an awesome level right now.
Probably offensive player of the year.
He had another hat trick.
There's a good chance that guy wins offensive player of the year at this point.
Yep. Let's see how many touchdowns. He has 10 touchdowns already. First in the league in rushing touchdowns. I think he's back-to-back games with 3 touchdowns, but I'm not sure. Daniel Jones continues to be efficient. I mean, 23 of 34, 2 touchdowns, 288 yards. I mean, that's about as efficient as you can get.
Forced.
He's his narrative.
He's this year's version of Sam Darnold last year.
Sam Darnold the year before.
Yeah, it's like the redemption. God, coaching does wonders for a very, very talented quarterback.
When you get out of New York, all problems are solved.
Maybe at this point, because maybe the Giants are cursed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
because
the Giants,
holy
crap.
Crap.
You up 26-8. You have, I mean, their offense was cooking when they got up 26. I mean, they were kind of gifted a touchdown when they went up 26-8. It was like a ricochet, like hook and ladder type tip.
Scabo and Jackson are really good, and that defense can be really good, but you allowed 33 points in the fourth quarter to Bo Nix this year.
Yeah, it was 19-0, and then that's crazy. 8.
I have a friend who's a Giants fan who sent me all these things going, Giants have a 99.2% chance of winning. had a 99.2% chance of winning, and they lost.
That's insane.
Also, fire Joe Shane. That's all he said to me after the game. I said, thoughts? All he said was fire Joe Shane, the Giants defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Wan'Dale Robinson has been like one of the most surprising receivers in the league. He's been efficient. Like every game he's been standing out.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, with the absence of Malik Neighbors, you needed that. And Dart only threw one pick, but he was really, really solid all game. And that's what you need right there.
Absolutely.
I don't know what to think about the Broncos.
Really,
defense really got toasted that game, but they won. It's just a weird team right now. I don't know what to think of them. Maybe that game boosted their offense. I mean, who knows? I was glad to see them win though, because it was Demaryius Thomas Day, and it was a day of remembering him, and all of his teammates were there. Peyton Manning was there. I mean, it was kind of good to get a win in that stage.
The Broncos are the biggest
question mark team right now.
They should be the best team in the league. They should be. I think they're the best team in the league if they put everything together. But
their offense's ebbs and flows has kind of gone down, has kind of driggled down to their defense a little bit, because their defense, I mean, should not be giving up 32 points. But I mean, when your offense is going 3 and out and not putting pressure on the Giants, then you're letting your defense just rot on the field all game.
Yeah.
And that's really about. I don't know what the Broncos. I'm still to be determined on them. They could win that division, or they could be first round exit.
I think they'll make playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they'll be wild card exits if they don't figure it out, or they could win this division. Maybe this was a game that turned their offense around. We'll see. I mean, if you're going against, you have the Giants and Cowboys back to back. If you can carry that momentum against the Cowboys defense is bad, and you can. I mean, that game. Who knows what that game is? Maybe the Broncos defense comes out in that game, but I mean, that game, we'll get into that game later, because that game has some interesting matchups there, especially offense versus defense. But the Packers and the Cardinals, that was quite the game.
Packers are the to be determined team for me.
Yeah, they have a really good offense, but the defense.
They don't win that game without Micah Parsons. By the way, they don't win that game.
His first 3-sack game, which was actually surprising. I thought he had one in Dallas for sure, but I think the Cardinals have led every game.
Yeah.
Every game Cardinals they've led in the fourth quarter.
The most unclutched team in the NFL.
I think they've led or been tied every game in the fourth quarter they've lost.
Yeah.
So they could really be undefeated right now, but they can't finish. Jacoby Brissett has been playing much better than what Kyler was playing, though. I
think Kyler Murray's era in Arizona might be done. I was expecting more. I have no idea what to think of Green Bay. They're my version of the Broncos for you. I have no idea what to think.
This is what happens when you don't.
Some weeks they look like a team that could win the Super Bowl, or other weeks they look like, nope, they're going to go out first round because they're young.
This is what happens when you don't invest in your secondary. You invested all that money in your front seven, and now your secondary is like one of the worst in the league.
Yeah, I have no clue what to think of the Packers. I think they're good.
They're good. It's just they're
really good. I don't think they're great though.
Their offense had to play near perfect in that game against the Cardinals.
I think they're a wild card team. If I were to guess now, I think they're a wild card.
It helps that they really dominated the Lions early on, because now the pressure. I mean, then again, that was a home game for them, so they still have to go into Ford Field. But I would say with how the Lions are playing, I would trust the Lions more than the Packers right now, just because the Lions have been playing hurt. Their secondary has been hurt, but they've still been winning games. They dominated the Bucs. Even the Bucs were hurt as well. It was just a battle injury.
Without Brian Branch, the Lions' defense looked unstoppable in the secondary. Rock Yassin came in big for Detroit last night.
Yeah. I think Josh Jacobs has been playing, or Jordan Love has been playing pretty solid. It's just a weird dynamic because he needs to play. They need to play almost perfect on offense just to win games. Because unless they get a big sack from Micah, because their secondary can't stop anything right now. And you're going against if you're Aaron Rodgers and you're seeing that secondary on film, you better hope your offensive line can hold up. Because if you can get the ball out, you might have a field day against that Packers secondary this week.
Maybe, and it helps not being in Lambeau. If it was in Lambeau, I think it'd be way more of a problem for Aaron.
But I don't know what to think about the Packers either. I'm in the same boat as you.
I think they're really good. I just don't think they're.
There's another team though that is in the NFC and it's surging right now.
For the NFL, how many weeks are we into the season?
Well, that was week 7, so now we're 7 weeks in the season.
How many teams do we think are really good?
Well, right now the injuries. I feel like this is like the year with the most injuries.
I think right now there's only 2 teams that I legitimately think are gonna be there. That's it.
Yeah, I don't trust any team in the NFC right now. There's a lot of weaknesses in the NFC.
There's not been one team that stood out above the rest. The AFC, maybe Buffalo gets back in there, but they got to figure out that run defense.
Yeah.
I mean, this week they were on a bye. Our Super Bowl champion is dead.
Done.
Dead.
Well, there is one team that's surging despite being a hospital bed. It's the team that played on Sunday night.
That's true. The 49ers.
5-2 despite all the injuries they've had is actually crazy.
Yeah.
And they did exactly.
That game was the Christian McCaffrey game.
It was National Running Backs Day as they proclaimed on that.
Yeah, and Christian McCaffrey had the best game of any running back. He had the best game of any running back this week. This week, maybe outside of one on Monday night. Maybe.
The thing with I was entering that game. I already was like, yeah, I lost fantasy. And then I wake up on Monday afternoon. I check my phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, CMC got 39 points and I'm winning. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Wow,
the Falcons' passing game is dreadful. It's dreadful, man. Michael Penix misses so many throws that in the middle of zones that you should be able to make, but good Lord.
Yep.
I get so frustrated when watching the Falcons offense because you get Buffalo games, but you also get these stinkers.
They should be like one of the best offenses in the league.
Their defense being bad, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't
surprise run defense me. Their pass defense is actually like one of the better ones in the league, but they're
good because they invested 2 first-round picks on edge rushers.
Yeah, their run defense is horrible.
Technically 3, because they get a pick, but they traded their first-round pick to the Rams, and they took a guy early on, one of the Georgia players. One of the Georgia players early.
The Niners and Mac Jones just play like efficient football. Like their offensive line isn't as good.
Until I don't think you change.
No, you don't change.
You can't change.
You're winning every year
as a starter.
Yeah, he's lost 1 game. That was a Bucs game when Fred Warner went out. You can't
Also, Robert Saleh is doing. It's another New York might be cursed thing. Robert Saleh is doing a coach of the year job.
Well, if you're him, you don't need to leave.
Robert Saleh and Kyle Shanahan are the coaches of the year, I think. The way they're coaching this team and making this team win despite everything, they're the opposite of the Ravens.
And Fred Warner's replacement had like 10 tackles. Tatum, Bethune.
That's what San Francisco's always been good at. They've been really good developing late round picks. Warner.
McCaffrey's been playing to a MVP level. I mean, he doesn't really have the touchdowns, but he has like insane receiving yards. He had 70 receiving yards that game.
As a what do you do?
Yeah.
What else is there to say? As a Niners fan, you're just going on right throwing. How the heck is this team still good? And possibly the 1 seed right now in the NFC.
It's just interesting. You cannot change up that dynamic. If he's 4-1 as a starter, you can't.
You can't change it up. You can't tweak with a good thing if you're San Francisco.
Especially he's giving you chances to win every time. Like the loss against Buccaneers, maybe he played good in that game. He only his 2 interceptions that he's thrown like the past 2 games has been like with the receiver either couldn't catch the ball, hit him in the hands where the receiver fell down. It's not like Mac is like making bad throws. He's putting it to where these guys are. I mean, he's playing like perfect football. And he's been playing hurt. I mean, he's like a warrior out there. And it's just good to see because he has as many battle scars as anybody in the league, especially what he has had to go through. But Monday night games, I mean, I was very high on him.
Because the other game started at 10:30 my time.
Yeah. Yeah, it started at
the Lions game I watched. Detroit's defense was incredible.
Yeah, if you're Baker Mayfield,
they turned it over 3 times.
Yep. Injuries continue to stack up, though. Mike Evans, that was a scary injury for him. I don't know what.
I'm playing my good friend from Dallas next week in fantasy. Shout out Garrett. I texted him that night going, oh yeah, next week we play and Mike Evans is back. And then he gets active that night and I go, okay. And then now he's out for the year.
Yeah, that was a scary injury too. Now you got to rely on Emeka Buga to. I don't know what to think about the Bucks. Maybe that injury, so he's out for this. That means his consecutive 1,000-yard streak is done.
And then on the other side, as I said, McCaffrey probably was the best running back of the week, but a second option might be Jahmyr Gibbs because that guy is fast.
Yeah.
He is so fast. He is so
17 carries, 136 yards.
Curse you, Bill O'Brien, for wasting him at Alabama. Him and Bryce Young. You had an all-star backfield.
I don't know what to think about the Lions are a good team. If they can get healthy,
the Lions are pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually think the Lions are pretty good.
Well, when they played the Chiefs, they lost that game because they were just so beat up in the secondary. They could not stop them,
the thing is, week one happened, and then the Chiefs game happened, but really, they've been the most complete team in the NFC. Their defense is better than they were last year. Having Hutch back has completely opened that edge rushing up.
Yeah. And the Seahawks could be the most complete team in the NFC.
Yeah. And they're an NFC West team. There's 3 teams that are probably going to make the playoffs in the NFC West.
Yeah, there's not many playoff spots to go around in this.
I did not watch this. Like I said,
I watched until it was like 27. I didn't watch much of it, but all I know is Sam Darnold and JSN continue to be a great duo.
The only thing I say,
JSN's like probably a top 5 receiver in the league right now is how he's playing.
I'd say top 3.
Yeah.
I'd say top 3 at this point.
And Stroud didn't play horrible. It's just I don't know what to think about the Texans.
Their offensive line is so terrible.
Yeah, their O-line is putrid. They're 2-4. You go ahead and kiss the playoffs goodbye for them, probably.
Yeah.
And they've had so much hope after that one, after his first rookie season.
Colts are going to win that division. Colts are going to win that division. Jaguars probably will be playoff team.
Maybe. Should be.
Unless it's a joke.
All right. You want to hit week 8?
Yeah. For the viewers, I apologize for the lack of enthusiasm for this week, but
it was a bad week. It was a bad week of NFL.
I mean, most of the viewers who listen to us also watch the NFL, and I think we can all agree. Besides the Broncos game, and
besides the afternoon slate and the Thursday night game,
besides the Broncos and the Thursday night game, there wasn't much. You're kind of figuring out who's good, at least I think.
Yeah. All right. Thursday night football heads out west again. This is an interesting. Like you said, Carson Wentz is still the starter. Like you said, Vikings and Chargers. These two teams need a win
badly. Both
4-3, 3-3. This could be the season right here for both of these teams. Because I mean, if you're the Vikings, you're in the tough division. You're both in tough divisions.
They're both well-coached teams too. These are two really well-coached teams.
I don't know what to think of this game. Could be a shootout.
I think Chargers eventually pull through.
I think it could be like a 27-24 kind of game.
Because I like the Chargers passing game more. I trust them when they get into the red zone. And these are two really good defensive coordinators going at it. Just Jesse Minter and then Brian Flores.
Yeah.
So I think Chargers win this game because I trust Herbert more than I do Wentz. I think Herbert's going to make a play.
I think Justin Jefferson's going to have a big game. He needs to. I mean, he has been these past couple of weeks with Wentz being in the game now, but I don't know what to think about the Vikings. They've really the 2 games in London, they really kind of like fell apart there, and that's when the season kind of flipped. Or the London game and the Dublin game is when kind of the season kind of went down to flames there. All right.
The issue with the Vikings, they don't have the firepower or oomph, that second engine that they did last year. That second engine last year came from Sam Darnold making a play or two to win games for Minnesota.
And Aaron Jones has been out. I mean, their running game is not as good.
Jordan Mason's been solid.
Oh, yeah, Jordan Mason, I forget. He's been actually solid, yeah. All right. Sunday's games. Bengals, you cannot screw this up. You have to win this game to get to 500. You cannot lose to the Jets.
Yep.
I mean, you got to.
Again, it would be so Bengals to lose this game.
Yeah, they probably could. But
so Bengals to lose this game. But for their sake and my sake, I want the Bengals to win because I want to see Joe Flacco play good football still.
This is an interesting line right here. Here's an interesting game. It's another noon. Bears head to the Ravens. The Ravens are a touchdown favorite.
Really? Okay.
6.5.
Well, while I was bruising Twitter while you were talking, there was a little something that came out from the Baltimore Sun recently about the Ravens. The Ravens currently, where is it?
A lot of their players are questionable.
Here it is. The Ravens have removed all their ping pong, video games, pretty much everything fun in a locker room. I mean, they're desperate at this point.
I don't know if that's going to change anything. It's not college.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a job. I mean, you're in the NFL. They can just do that at their own house.
Really the big thing in this game is Lamar Jackson back?
He's questionable. A lot of their players are questionable, but they're estimated return is this Sunday. Roquan Smith expected back. I mean, that was like the only big ones. So Roquan Smith and Lamar Jackson are both questionable. But I don't know how they're 6.5. They've been embarrassing on defense.
Because most people don't believe in the Bears. What have you seen impressive about the Bears? With that being said, I think the Bears are going to win this game.
That's what I think. I would take the Bears to
win. Because I like Bears running game. I like the run game. That's been the thing I've been most impressed with Chicago's. They've been.
How are the Bears defending the run? I feel like I haven't really seen much about them. Their rush defense, because you need to get Derrick Henry the ball.
I haven't.
Henry hasn't done much. It's just because their games have been blowouts. He hasn't been able to
pass. The one game that was close they played was Buffalo in week 1. Derrick Henry 8th.
Yeah. Guess we'll see. I don't know what to think of that game. That game's when I looked at the line, I was like, "What the heck is that?" But the Bears need this. If you going to 5-2,
if the Bears win this game, I think the NFL world takes them seriously. Because so far they played a pretty easy schedule. If they beat the Ravens, even though the Ravens are 1-5 at this point,
if they have one more team,
beating the Ravens just on its own is still a big thing because the Ravens are still one of the best organizations in football.
The Ravens, if they do get this win, you're gonna have to win like 7 in a row just to get any recognition. You have to go on like a massive win streak, but that's just not going to happen because they can't get out of their own way. Even when they're healthy, they can't get out of their own way. They always choke.
It's going to be tough.
All right, dumpster fire game as well for one of these teams: Dolphins and Falcons. Falcons, you better win. Get above 500. If you can't beat that trash can organization of the Dolphins,
the best player on your offense. His name is Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Just give it to him. Give Michael Penix easy throws. Stop making him go deep. He's really good at sideline throws.
Yeah.
In the middle, no, not really, and especially in zone coverage, trying to fit a deep ball in a zone window. That is not Michael Penix's strength. They've got to run the football. They got to help him out. He's not that. Michael Penix is a really good quarterback, but he's not a Herbert per se or a Brady. He's a serviceable quarterback, and you've got to run the football because he's your best player.
Yeah.
And good news for Atlanta, you're playing Miami, so you should be able to run the football.
Yep.
Fans would prefer to lose this game because they want McDaniel gone and a good draft pick.
Yep. Bills and Panthers. Bills off a bye week. If you need to stop the run, you got to stop.
I got Bills big. Losing Bryce Young's gonna hurt. The only way Carolina wins this game is if they control time possession.
And if you're the Bills, you gotta probably stack the box and stop the run and trust your secondary to make plays in the bounce.
I trust Bills secondary way more than I did.
Yeah,
because most games it's just been the run that's killed them. Their secondary's been serviceable. And that's really the big thing. Rico Dowdle will be the difference in this game for Carolina. Carolina win this game. Again, there'll be another team that a lot of people take seriously.
Yeah. 49ers. Houston is -1.5 against Niners.
Houston's favored?
Yeah, it's a home game for the Texans, but I still got Niners. Their defense is.
I guess they're like Houston. This is a must-win for Houston.
I think that if Houston wins this game, it'll be because their defense stops.
Their defense has been awesome all year. Will Anderson has that's been the bright spot of they're basically a better Cleveland Browns. That's what Houston is. You got a good defense, but just a little better of an offense. Because that's what Houston is to me. They're another Cleveland Browns, a really good defense and a really bad offense. It's all because offensive line.
Yep.
Texans need to prioritize offensive line. And when CJ Stroud's running around, of course he doesn't look comfortable in the pocket. Of course he's throwing bad ducks. He doesn't trust his offensive line.
Yeah, that game's very interesting. I'd probably take the Niners just because they're just a well-oiled machine right now. You can't stop McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And Mac Jones to keep winning. All right, here's a rematch of the game we watched together. Giants and Eagles. This time it's in the bank. Or no, it's in the link. Sorry, get the two stadiums mixed up. This time's in the link.
I knew what you were saying, and you know what?
Philly is 7.5 point favorite. Do you think that which team do you trust that makes the adjustments in the second time in the matchup?
I think Philly won't take New York. We'll take New York seriously this time, but I still got the Giants winning this game. I think they're angry.
I'll take the Giants to cover, especially when you blow that big of a lead. It's like,
well,
you could be deflated after blowing that big of a lead, though.
Link, it's not nice.
They lost their last game at the link, though. They lost to the Broncos.
Actually, switching it's Philly.
I think it's Philly.
When you give 33 points to the Denver Broncos in a quarter, imagine what Philadelphia's going to do to you.
If you blow a 26-8, when you give up 33 points in one quarter, you're deflated. Like your season just deflated.
Yeah, and I think Jackson Dart and Scatterbo are really good.
And I feel like the Eagles were we're trying to get Barkley the ball too much when they played the first time.
They got to pass the football. If they pass the football, they'll win this game. Because that's how you beat the Giants. It's their secondary. Because their rush defense is really good. They've got Abdul Carter.
And that's how you beat the Eagles as well. I think this game could be a shootout because like last time. Because Dart was hitting every throw against. It's the same receivers. Nothing's changed.
Jalen Carter not play last game?
I thought he did.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't remember. But either way, he really wasn't a factor, anyways.
Yeah,
and he was just running all over him.
I have the
Eagles winning, but it could be close.
Giants covering though. I see.
Here's a game that's also interesting. Patriots finally returning home after like a 3-game road stretch. They went 3-0 in all those games though. Browns head to Gillette Stadium. Could be an interesting matchup because Browns defense against Patriots offense, two of the strong suits. I think the Browns will keep it close, but the Patriots will win this game probably. I just like what the Patriots. I love Drake May. He's just such a turnaround of QBs for that organization right now. He finally got oh my gosh.
Okay.
Do you have any thoughts on that game, the Browns Patriots? Titans next game will be the Titans and the Colts. Ugly game.
Yeah, the connection went out again because of course hot spot. Okay. Say that one more time.
Do you have anything on Browns Patriots? I think the Patriots win. Browns close.
This is going to be a close game.
Yeah.
This could be a close game. This is
the best. Like what we said.
This is the best game. This is the best defense Drake May's seen all year. I think it's going to be close, but Patriots firepower probably wins.
This game is
Patriots firepower probably wins in the end, but I think it's going to be close. I think Cleveland could the difference in the game is going to be the quarterbacks, and I don't see Dillon Gabriel have a. I haven't seen Dillon Gabriel have a good passing drive, whereas I've seen Drake May do it multiple times. So that's where I see the difference come from.
The Bucks and the Saints start the afternoon. The afternoon slate is disgusting, but the Bucks and Saints play at the afternoon.
Bucks should win. Saints.
Bucks should win, but it could be close, I guess. Yeah.
It'll be close because Saints are going to be they'll play a lot better than they did last year,
and the game's
yeah.
And you don't have to worry about Mike Evans who owns you.
Probably Bucks, but it's NFC South, so who knows? Next game. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on your Saints for this game?
Don't turn it over. Play a clean game.
Don't turn it over. Play a clean game. That's pretty simple. Let's do it.
Titans and Colts. Colts beat down.
Colts beat down.
Colts are favored by 2+ touchdowns, 14.5.
You never see that spread in the NFL. You never see that spread in the NFL, let alone 2 touchdowns.
But the Colts' offense is about as efficient as
the Titans are a dead football team. So Colts.
And here's the only game that'll be shown on TVs yet again: Cowboys and Broncos.
Probably the best game, 325 slate.
Definitely best of the 3. Yeah, without a doubt.
Denver wins. Denver wins.
The total for this game is 51.5. You might as well just hit.
Denver wins the game. Denver's going to win the game by 10 points.
Probably.
Denver wins the game by 10 points. They'll get stops on Dallas. If no one can get stops on Dallas, it will be Denver.
Well, they weren't getting stops last week against New York.
True, but I think they get Greenlaw back this game.
Who's guarding CD? Who's guarding George Pickens?
Surtain's going to be on one of them.
Yeah.
Probably
Riley Moss on the other one, but you could attack him.
Yeah, but it's going to come down to the pass rush, I think. I think Benito's going to eat.
It's a young how's the Cowboys O-line been? Has it been fine?
It's been better, but Guyton's still not playing amazing. It's not bad.
I think this Cowboys defense can get some stuff.
The underrated thing in this game is this could be a Javonte Williams revenge game.
Yeah.
Could be.
The thing with the Broncos on offense, like their defense is good, but their offense is just weird because Bo Nix has not been hitting any throws. Like all his deep balls have been off. All his throws have just been off. Maybe the fourth quarter is
a get right game. Here's the thing, though: the Dallas Cowboys defense is a get right game.
Yeah, but maybe they force some turnovers like they did last week. I mean, that offense, like all your defense has to do is really get 2 to 3. If they can get 2 stops throughout the whole game, 2 to 3 stops, you could win the game easily because your offense.
Yeah, I'm worried about Dallas's offense, though.
Yeah, I don't care.
Denver's defense is really good, and then if anyone's gonna stop Dallas's offense, it's gonna be Denver's defense.
Especially after giving up as many points as they did last week, they're probably due for a bounce back spot.
Also, this is a mutual friend of ours rivalry.
Oh yeah,
myself against Will Miller.
You guys might have to watch it together.
Maybe
I'll have to be in the middle, the mediator there.
Imagine if that game imagine if baseball was playing, we are all covering that game. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that'd be. I don't know I still think the Cowboys can win this game, but I think this game's gonna be a shootout. Every Cowboys game's been a shootout this year, so I might as well just stick with it. I mean, the Cowboys have the best offense in the league. It's actually kind of crazy. Them and the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are up there now with the best offense now.
Again, if the Cowboys had a average defense, they'd be.
This Monday night game's gonna be bad
this year, and it wouldn't be close.
Let's get the Sunday night game.
Sunday night. Wait, Sunday night Packers Steelers is Sunday night, correct?
Yeah, Monday night is bad, but let's get into Sunday night. Aaron Rodgers plays his former team, not in Green Bay though, but it's in Pittsburgh.
I like Green Bay. Their secondary. I like
both secondaries are trash.
if Flacco can torch the Steelers secondary, Jordan Love and that receiving group will torch him. Plus Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs could. I like Green Bay, but it's gonna be close. Green Bay's not gonna look. It's gonna be a typical Packers-Steelers game because these teams play very similar. They should be able to dominate teams, but they just both play.
This game could be like the last Packers.
Down to their competition.
This could be like how the Packers.
Both teams play competition, and both teams play down to competition. So, yeah, I'm expecting a 23-20 game, but the Green Bay Packers win.
I think it might be higher scoring than that because both of these defenses are not.
Oh, you think it's higher scoring?
I think it's going to be like
I hope so.
Like the last time the Packers were on Sunday night. Not that high scoring, but maybe in the 30s.
All right.
Both of these defense, like maybe one of these secondaries is going to have to show up. Which one? Who do you trust more? I guess Steelers because they have better names. But if it's one thing, if the Packers win and their defense holds, it's going to be because Micah Parsons has another big game. Or maybe their secondary gets a pick or two off Rodgers, but their secondary is just so bad. Like Keyshawn Nixon, Nate Hobbs.
No, I agree.
Like if the Steelers win this game, that would be huge for them. But especially after last week, and that stadium will be rocking. That stadium always rocks on Sunday night, and it's always just such a hard stadium to play in because of the grass just gets so messed up. Just like it's so hard. It's like they like kickers always say it's like the hardest stadium to kick in because the grass just gets so messed up.
Yeah, the grass. They're in MetLife have really bad grass.
Yeah,
and because Pitt also plays in that stadium.
The grass just gets beat up. Like if you look at the stadium grass, it's just horrible. I guess it's better than playing on turf though. But Monday night game, this game.
All right. How bad we got on
Commanders probably without Jaden Daniels against the Chiefs.
What's the spread on this game? How bad?
10.5. I think the Chiefs are dominating. Chiefs big in this game.
Yeah. Hopefully. I think this will be a better one.
It won't be.
Yeah. All right. Since we're here, what's the game you're most excited about for this week? For me, it's
probably the Packers Steelers.
Yeah. I think it's Packers Steelers just because of the
Packers Steelers or Cowboys Broncos.
I think you're putting too much hope into Dallas.
Dallas offense. I want it to be a shootout. I like watching high scoring games.
And then another thing that
maybe Giants Eagles.
I think that would be a blowout.
Yeah, but it could be.
Who knows? So another thing that is coming up is the trade deadline. The trade deadline is coming up on November 4th, and there are some rumors going around that teams are looking to make moves. One of those teams is the Patriots. AJ Brown is their target.
I don't know
what I've read is they want AJ Brown. They want him bad.
Well, he already has connection with the head coach, so. And that was the coach who traded him away to the Eagles.
Yeah, and then other trades I've heard are Max Crosby's in trade talks, Trey Hendrickson. Obviously, he's in trade talks because of his contract dispute. And you kind of expect the teams you kind of expect are in the running for those guys. Like the Eagles could really want him. The Cowboys really want him. Who else? Another running back. If you're looking for a running back, Chiefs are probably the place you're looking at because that's really the only thing they need to fully unlock their offense is a truly good run game.
There's not many running backs that are probably on the market though.
there any interesting rumors you've seen?
I mean, I don't think the Saints are going to trade much. I mean, maybe they'll trade some of their veteran, but they're not trading Kamara. They're not trading Olave. They're going to try. I think they might try and sign Olave to an extension, but Kamara has already said he'd rather.
If they trade anyone, it'll be Olave.
Yeah, because but I think he's not. He's already. He's kind of already made it public last week that he doesn't. They don't want to go anywhere. So Kamara said if he got traded, he would just go on vacation and drink pina coladas out by the beach. He's a funny guy.
If he wants to stay in New Orleans, then why not?
Yeah.
He'll get his number retired, probably.
Definitely he will. He's a class act. But I mean, there's not many. I guess maybe if you need a receiver, I would bring the Jets and try and
see what they want for Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
That's really hard though because they just signed him to an extension.
Yeah, but if he needs to try and force a trade.
Request a trade.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Here are some other teams. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of guys
that can go for a receiver. I think Denver could be a team that could go for a receiver. Maybe add to that explosiveness. Chargers. No, I actually think Chargers.
You did say.
Are good
I mean, you did say something about how Max Crosby.
Yeah, Max Crosby's the big one that's been going around. I mean, True Wingo put out that the Cowboys are talking with the Raiders, and do I think it happens? Probably not.
Maybe
they'd have Max Crosby's the face of that franchise. Max Crosby's the face of the franchise, so it'd be really tough to trade for him.
Here's another guys. Maybe Bradley Chubb or Matt Judon on Dolphins.
Yeah, maybe Miami does a fire sale to start their rebuild.
Maybe Jets will trade away Breece Hall because he's a free agent this year.
I think that's the name. I think that's the name to watch out for like Kansas City.
Let's see.
Titans, they don't have anyone worth. Jeffrey Simmons. Maybe Jeffrey Simmons, but they won't trade him.
They don't want to trade. He's under contract through 2027.
Okay. Who else? Think of the bad teams.
If you're Chargers, you need to go get an O-line.
Yeah, but here's the thing about
here's a receiver that would definitely be in
about offensive linemen, though. Offensive linemen don't go to the trade market.
Yeah.
Especially good ones.
Speaking of the Raiders, Jacoby Myers is definitely available.
Yeah. I mean, how much value
he reunites with the Patriots?
I don't think Patriots would do that. Yeah. I think they're going to go big game hunting.
Devin White could be.
Devin White, no, I don't think so.
If you're the Eagles, you need to try and shop for a corner.
I think the rusher. That's what I've heard.
Everybody.
But really,
how about here's a name to watch from the Giants that they could trade is Thibodeau. What would a guy like him?
That's
what would a guy like him market?
Third?
There's a lot of teams who need corners. This is the NFL biggest need, by the trade deadline they just published. And every team needs corners. Every team in the NFC North needs corners. 3 of the 4.
There's never enough corners, especially in the era we live in now with the forward pass. There's not enough corners going around. That'll probably be where it's probably.
So here's what the Saints could trade. Maybe they won't trade away Demario Davis, but I would be interested to see what his value is on a market because or like Pete Warner or Carl Granderson. Maybe maybe they trade away Rashid Shaheed, but I don't know. Everybody's biggest needs corner. Calais Campbell could be traded. I mean, seems like there's just not much out there, and a lot of the teams are looking for the same guys.
I don't think Demario Davis is going anywhere.
Yeah.
I think that's about it in the NFL. I mean, did we miss anything?
No,
I don't think we missed anything.
All right. Got anything else?
I think there was one more thing I want to say. Rest in peace, Doug Martin.
Yeah, he was really good with
that's super sad. He died really young, and rest in peace, Doug Martin.
Yeah.
But that'll do it for the 4th of Mile podcast. For Nicholas Elliott, I'm Jake Zaza. We'll be back Thursday or Friday for college football.
Yeah.
And hopefully next week we'll have a lot more games to talk about. Again, we apologize for being a little less enthusiastic about this week, but it wasn't an eventful week, but this week, possibly. I'm hoping we'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
Got anything else to say?
I think hopefully this week is better than last week in the NFL, but a lot of those matchups, there's just a wide margin between. There's just not many mid teams this year. There's a lot of bad teams this year. This might be the most bad teams. This might be the most bad teams I've seen in the NFL in a while. Like, there's a lot of teams that need help.
Yeah.
And need to blow up.
Yep, but that'll do it for this. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching.